5,790. Why is that figure significant, Nathan?
I think it's the last time Essendon had a finals win.
Yeah, there you go, yeah. So they're showing signs now that they'll be there. Well, we know where they are on the ladder, plus they've got a game up their sleeve.
Two hard-fought games the last 2 weeks, Collingwood and then again North Melbourne last. There's nothing pretty about the win last night, Lordo. 66 tackles they laid, it was wet, it was slippery because of the dew, and I just thought that the Bombers were very good in tight, in close. Young players like McGrath and Parrish, and I thought Ridley's use off the half-back flank was fantastic. Hooker and Hurley standing up at the moment, and the Bombers deserve to be where they are right now.
They do. They had a small forward line, they manufactured goals, and let's just say how well the Rutten and Worsfold transition is going. I think he's doing a really good job, Ben Rutten.
Well, who's coaching?
Ben Rutten's the coach, and he just gets supported from a mentoring role by John Worsfold. But the players say they haven't been clearer in the way they need to play for years, so they're really excited by what Rutten is bringing. They say he doesn't say a lot of words, but what he says is so clear and they know exactly what he wants from them. Can't say the same for North Melbourne. They're now a bottom four side. They had 47 inside 50s. Want to take you through what's going wrong at North Melbourne. So obviously it's the disposal. You've got to be better than that, Sean Higgins, but got to pause it there. You've got the young player Ridley here. Ben Brown's got to put his knee through Ridley and Zurhaar's got to go. But the amount of marks being taken in their front half is just not good enough. Here's another one. Goldstein kicks the ball in. I'll pause it again. Shouldn't be marked. This is Big Campbell. He's brought into the team to bring the ball to ground. That's Ben Brown, sorry. Ridley takes another one.
Believe it or not.
Yep. Ball goes in.
Ridley.
How do they mark these balls? So there's no system. There's no chemistry. North Melbourne are becoming that dour team again that it's all hard work, but they just cannot take marks inside forward, and that's just another hack kick. So poor Benny Brown, he's often copping it, but it's not all his fault. All the players have to bring it to ground. The ball use has to be better, but become dour. There's nothing they can say is exciting about it.
But did they not show signs of being a decent team latter stages of last year when Rhys Shaw got it, and then the early stages of this year? So surely they've got the personnel, haven't they?
We all can have a honeymoon period, yes, but as I said, the system's breaking down. They were doing it by hard effort, but the skill and the game plan just isn't there for them at the moment.
It's 4 matches in a row now. The past two really poor. What have you noticed that's different to the Rhys Shaw coaching, to the Brad Scott coaching, which the club decided to change last year?
Yeah, he's all about the contest, Rhys, but that will only take you so far. So I just want to show you some other aspects of where they're letting down. Here's Zaharakis. Hasn't had a kick all year, David. Has had no time, no space. I want to show you what's going on for David to play himself into form. So he did work harder, David, so I don't want to take it away from him. But there's Jai Simpkin at the stoppage. Got to be better than that, Jai. All right, so that was one. You think, OK, we can't give David that time and space again. Here's him at a forward stoppage. Zaharakis out there on his own. Right, North go to the contest, out wide. The Bombers make you pay. So they don't have a Sard off half-back. They don't have a Hurley. They don't have a hooker. So, I don't know, TJ, they just need some youngsters to come through to try and revitalise their season, because it's still, it's Zeeble who's not there, not doing enough. It's Goldstein. Simpkin's doing some good things, but there's really nothing to get excited about for the future and the rest of this season.
Lord, I reckon they're in a pretty dangerous position, and Damo, you'd be all over this as well. With where they've finished recently, North Melbourne, it's been in and around the 8 or just outside. Now, that's a very ordinary spot to be in, because you're in no man's land, and the players that Lordo spoke about with the youngsters or lack of coming through, that's because they haven't had those elite draft picks. So they haven't been and done what Adelaide have done or Carlton have bottomed out. They've always been in and around the mark, and they're just in no man's land, and 16th currently is a result of that and the previous year's finishes.